Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Reaching you live from our studio here in Valletta. Today we have a great topic before us, which we want to share with every one of you. Please sit back and enjoy. This topic is about women empowering women. And on the show today, we have Regine.
Hi.
Hi. And we have Maureen as well.
Hi.
So today we are going to be talking about this great topic because a whole lot of things have been going on, and we see that most of these things have been caused by women, our fellow women.
Yes.
So to me, I think it's high time we talk about it
Yeah.
because it's an important issue and it's causing so many havocs that we are not really seeing.
Yeah.
So many of them are some of the things we don't see it to be nothing, but it has a whole negative effect on so many other people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And those are the challenges that women face actually.
Exactly.
Among those, we named women looks in general.
Yeah.
And we mentioned the bullying that some women suffer from sex tapes that are put out there,
Yeah.
and marital issues as well. So the idea is to actually discuss them and then find a way where women can actually support each other when it comes to that.
Yes. Yes. Talking about women in general, I think as a woman, we are very special, and there is this attitude in us that
Yeah.
we don't see it to be something that bad, but um, it's really, really, really bad when we are trying to do things that we cannot accept, things that we will not accept when they do it to us. Yes, we are women, and it's kind of difficult saying this, but the
Yeah.
truth has to be said.
Yes,
You
definitely,
understand?
Lorraine. Yes, I want you to do something because you mentioned the looks. What do you call what do you intend by looks? The looks of the woman that we have to touch today.
Looks in general, it's more like we all know that in today's society, when it comes to the body size, it is always like chic for a woman to look thin, if not
Skinny.
slim at all, and as a consequence, people would tend to fat shame some women or short shame them or tall shame them or whatever,
Yeah.
and obviously this is just not cool. I mean, women, I always believe that women was created to help, to become a helper. And helping also means supporting and obviously empowering, So it's not helping to bring other fellow women down because, they are overweighted or they are too slim or they are too tall or too small or
Yeah.
too whatever. I mean, even if a woman has a default, let's say she's doing something in a wrong way, there are ways of telling her, not
Yes.
shaming her in public, not
Yeah.
bringing her down in front of other people. And
And the problem, Lauren, just to jump in and Precious, you can develop on that. These things that Lauren is mentioning is actually happen from other women, and this is
Yes.
the problem.
Yes.
absolutely.
For example, what Lauren said. If you see a fellow woman is not well shaped, like maybe adding too much, because this is one of the problem we have as women, because we find out that after having the first kid, it's very difficult as a woman to get in shape. It's very difficult for you to have that same body you used to have.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the stress of taking care of the child,
Yeah.
begin to, you don't take rest when you're supposed to. You find out you're beginning to add up.
Yeah.
But instead of you like body shaming the woman, if there is any solution, hey, I have this product I'm using and it's really amazing, it's nice. I don't know if you can try it out. I think it's a better way of helping instead of acting to her, telling her, hey, you just had only one and you don't fool everywhere,
You're letting
trying to
you're
make the
letting
woman,
yourself
you
go.
Yes,
You
understand.
don't
yeah,
take care of
absolutely. Yeah,
But
yourself.
what do
yeah,
you what do
yes,
you
yes.
even think you are doing? You just had one. Go and see that woman. She has four and she's still on flick. You just
Oh,
had one, and
yes,
these
exactly.
things
I
we
mean,
say to our
rather
fellow
than
women,
exactly.
really, they might not act like it's appealing to them, but back inside their mind, what's inside them, you're really hurting them.
Absolutely.
You're
And
hurting them so
I mean,
much.
as you said so justly, Precious, I believe rather than bringing women down, we need to be able to, be part of the solution rather than bringing only problems,
Yes, absolutely.
I
Yes.
mean, um, I tend to say this why, and using the same example that you have used, instead of saying, hey, why are you letting yourself go? Hey, don't you think like you're looking like a cow or whatsoever,
My God.
I mean, why not just say like, okay, how about for the next, let's say, month, once a week, I would come help you babysit, and then you go to the gym, for example, or whatsoever. I mean, there are ways of getting. I mean,
That will be.
maybe even, and this is assuming that the newly mother
Mm-hmm.
is
Yes.
not comfortable with her body. I mean, if
Yes.
she's comfortable with her body, then everything is fine. I mean, who am I
Yes,
to criticize?
no one,
That's
no one. Let me say this. No one. If you're a woman and you had a child already, you would understand what I'm saying. Sometimes when you see yourself in the mirror and you see your old pics, you'll be like,
is it me?
"Is
Yes.
this
Yes.
me? What's really going on?" Like,
Yeah.
how I have a friend. We make joke. We tease ourselves a lot because
Yeah.
she has two kids and I have one. And sometimes I just look at her and I feel like, ha, madam.
What happened to you? Is
Madam,
it
you
you?
used to be that fine girl. What happened? And she would tell me, leave me alone. No, I no keep person. Like, I didn't kill anybody. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And there was a time I was like, babe, let's start going to gym now. Okay, let's do it like this. Call me every morning. We exercise together. She tell me I don't have that strength. I don't have that strength. What are we trying to say in essence? If you're a woman, you see your fellow woman going through challenges,
Yes.
the best thing you can do is to be a shoulder, is to be someone she can talk to, someone she can confide on, not like adding more to her stress.
Absolutely, absolutely, and to add to what you're saying, because there are so many points, there are so many issues that we face. There is the phenomenon, that's nasty phenomenon of cyberbullying, but a specific aspect is the sex tapes where men or other women actually post
Yes,
sex tapes of
yes, yes,
people online, and then you see so many times women are the one who are harder of the
yes.
victim on the victims.
Yes, yes. On this one you just said, made me remind me of something that happened. Was it last month or 2 months ago? There is this celebrity. I'm not going to call names. There's a
Mm-hmm.
celebrity that she came out. She was on a show and she made it known to the public that something she had an affair with someone and someone is blackmailing her that they want to
Yes.
release the tape.
Yeah.
You understand? So she said this because she needed support. She
Yes.
said this so you would know if something like this come up. She has said it and she needs someone, people to assist her to pass
Yes.
through that
Yes.
stage.
Yes.
But guess what? At first they said she was cloud chasing. She was saying it to get populations. She was saying it to get because then
Popular and stuff
yes,
like
then
that.
the tape was not out. And finally, when the tape came out, oh my
Yes.
goodness, it was something. It's all over the internet. Was all about her. You see people who has not even taken care of themselves will come out and
Yes.
say,
Yeah.
we are ashamed of you. How can you
Yes.
be that? Or I
Yes.
respected you so much. I hold you in high esteem. How can you be this? And instead of you like at that particular point in time, I think the person later came up with a post on Instagram, like saying, when I die, so many of you will be happy. And I was like, you don't know what you're doing to
it
this woman.
pushes, yes, it pushes
You
people to
understand?
commit suicide. Actually, there
Absolutely.
are
You
instances
don't know
where
what
people
Absolutely.
have
you
have killed
understand.
themselves. Yeah.
So instead of you being and when sometimes back then when you see some of these guys in on the internet, they are trying to tell you what's your problem. This woman, you
Yes.
don't fit this woman. She's fine. She's doing well. Okay, everyone does this. Is it because ours
Yes.
came out? Ooh,
And I mean, I would tend to say, first of all, it is very unfortunate that this happened. Clearly, it's like, and although this specific woman to me did a mistake who basically would go and videotape,
Yeah.
their private
yeah,
affair. But again, whoever has never done a mistake, just cast the first stone on her.
Yes.
Absolutely,
You know,
Lorraine. I mean, is
so
it even a mistake? Excuse me if I interrupt you, because we're living in a digital world where young people, for whatever reason, they like to take pictures, even
Yes.
during sex. So
Yes.
why
They
is it
see it
that,
as
yeah,
fun, man.
yeah, they do it. We do things that you think that is something that is done in your bedroom, so you think that you are safe. You should be safe. Then a man, a boy, someone who gets angry, decides to make it public.
to
Yes.
To
blackmail
blackmail
you
you,
To
and
we
make
stuff like that.
women,
money.
because usually women
But
are the one who suffer that. We should come together and protect that woman, not judge her.
I
Or
mean,
she.
I
Yeah,
totally understand what you're saying. My
yeah,
point here is, whatever the reasons why this was done in the first place,
yes,
the result is there. It has been exposed publicly, and obviously the consequences can be very nasty because this is literally bullying.
yes,
My point here is, you know, those other women that tend to criticize and bring, the victim of this
yeah,
even further down. This tells me very much about them.
yes.
This is
Themselves, yes,
exactly,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, these are their insecurities that they are bringing out to the light, thinking they are bringing the other one down.
Or
Yes,
maybe the complex of superiority. Maybe they think that this is something above, or and the judgment as well.
but
What's
my
what's
question to those
Yeah.
women is, don't you have any other thing to do? I mean, it's like you really
no,
and
no.
truly.
This thing we're talking about is something they like. So many people do it for a living. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they're just on
Using
the
blackmailing,
internet. They are
yes.
just on the internet to see someone make faults, much especially a woman, so they can bring her to the
To the
to the
to the
open to
open
disgrace
public, the
her.
public
You know,
opinion,
to
yes.
disgrace her. That reminds me of another celebrity, also in Nigeria. So she has an issue with her fiance, and I think she was trying to m- make settlements with the guy. She was pleading, and the guy was taking record.
Oh wow.
You understand? This lady was actually crying, pleading, and saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Trying to fix
you are
the
not trying to
relationship. Yeah,
fix
that's
it. You
something
get,
private, yes.
and even to the extent she was saying, okay, if something happens to me, take care of my child.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
Oh,
she
wow.
was so heartbroken, and along the line when this whole thing came up, I don't know who released the video or the
The tape,
record. I
Video,
don't
the
know.
tape.
And here you go, women started asking you, you're begging a man. A whole lot of
yes,
things
yes,
coming
yes.
up, and this is not just about celebrities. It's happening to
It's common.
everyone.
Celebrities, we speak about celebrity because they are strong enough sometimes to put things
Yes,
out there.
yes,
But what about the common person that we don't know
yes.
about?
It was few that came that was standing for this lady, and when she saw the way some men guys were giving her support, she came out and she dropped a post saying that she was not thinking that she can take everything, but with the support she had,
She had, yes, she actually
she's
collected
yes,
herself, yes.
she has started feeling a bit better, like. But what we are supposed to do as individual, when you're close to this person, what you're supposed to do, what you're supposed to give, not, you're not paying for it, it's just
Especially
a piece of advice as a
women,
woman.
yes, as women, because we suffer the sex tapes online. You will see a man there and you will see a woman, but the woman is the one who will take all the blame,
Yes,
and that is the
yes,
problem.
yes.
When there are two people,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
yes.
So we must stand by our women, saying that okay, maybe these things happen, and so what? Who posted the thing online first?
I
That's
mean,
not.
That's the thing.
and I
That
think
should be that person to attack.
I think you pointed out something very important, that I think it's worth mentioning here about the sex tapes that are being released online and
Yes.
whatsoever. I mean, in everyday life, take two similar situations. One would be a woman involved, and the other one would be a man.
Yeah.
Let's say if a man is very successful with women, playing around with a lot of women, cheating
Yeah.
on them, and whatsoever,
Yes.
everybody will call him like, oh man, like everybody would
You
even
are, yes,
actually,
actually, yes. Praise him, yes.
standing ovation to him. But if a woman does that with a lot of men,
Yes.
the
She's
names,
a war.
Not
the
even,
names
not
Just
that
even,
said the
she
not
name.
even, not
Yes.
even a lot of men. When
Yes.
you're saying a lot of men, you
Even
are
if
even
only
taking
one,
it
yes.
too high. If you're a
True.
woman,
True.
you
True.
are 20, you are 30, you are successful, you have cars, you have all it takes, then you are a prostitute. Yes. Then
You say yes.
you're
Yes,
sleeping,
we around.
you're sleeping around with
No,
men to get
it's
those
so true.
money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, you're not. You
Oh.
can't tell me you're working to get all of this.
I
That
don't
is
know.
crazy.
And
The judgment.
majority of people judging are
Yes.
women.
Yes, it is
They will
true.
be the one to tell you how much did she receive from the work she's doing. Is it that work that she's doing now that she has those
This-
mansions, she has those cars?
They don't believe that you can work hard enough
Yes.
to make.
If a woman,
That's true.
the issue is always, a woman is always an issue, you know. If a man that got married to a woman, and fortunately the woman passed on, the man can get married next month. They will say, oh, it's heartbreak, he's just
Yes,
trying to
yeah.
get over it. But if a man's die and the woman, they even saw her close or
To
passing
another
by,
man.
and they saw a man, oh my goodness, it's going to be something
especially
else.
in the African community.
telling you.
Especially in the African
Not only
community.
they will say that
And they will tell you,
yes.
you
killed your
joined, you
husband.
joined with the new guy to kill the
To kill the
husband.
But even the family of the husband would even kick you outside the
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
You're not even
Take
going to be close to the
everything.
house.
You kill your son, you kill our
You
son, so
understand?
that you can.
Yes.
You can keep the house
They
with
will
your
tell,
lover.
they will tell you this thing that happened. Well, even I saw it in my dream that this whole thing is from your hand. You've been sleeping. You've been sleeping around. That's what killed my. In fact, it was the food. Maybe the man you slept with that gave you the money to cook food, and it was the food he ate that killed him. So now, when things like this are going on, you'll be so shocked that
Of course.
the women that are even supposed to say, hey,
Yes.
this thing happening, let's stand by her, she's really going through a lot of, they will be the one to say that woman
Yes,
self, her
yes.
eyes know the house.
Yes, yes.
It's been long, even the way she dressed, I know she wants
And
to go
even
outside.
behaviors
No.
like this, it has a very nasty consequence in the sense that the women that are victim of this, okay, they hold grudges because the pain
Of
is
course.
there.
Of course.
And
Of course.
we were talking about it off air,
Yeah.
but you would see like, okay, just because when I was in nursery school, I slapped you once,
Yes,
30
yes,
years later, you would remind
yes,
it to me.
Yes,
You know,
yes. And women,
it's like-
women, we are not that easy type to forgive.
Yes, exactly. Women don't.
Except you, maybe you happen to meet the one that is God fearing, that is matured. It's very difficult.
Yes.
Even me, I'm not saying it because no one is perfect.
Yeah.
There are sometimes I would just say, maybe I see the person, this person has hurt me so much and I'm kind of not really happy, not like I'm showing it. Sometimes I just feel like, anyway, she's not feeding me, so
Yes,
what's
what-
the need,
what-
you know?
yeah,
I just have to. But
Just move
we
forward
have
and
that attitude in us.
It is so,
You know?
it is not helpful at all. And
I'm
yet,
telling you.
Absolutely not.
we need
I
to
can,
empower ourselves.
you can see some, maybe two ladies, they'll tell you, oh, we are not friends. We're not talking. No, we are not in good terms. And when you happen to deep down, they'll tell you, oh, no, this incident that happened was when I was still teenager,
In
you know?
elementary school.
My
So
God, yes.
the boyfriend that was trying to toast me she was not trying to toast the boyfriend. Something that does not even
Doesn't make any
make
sense.
any
you know,
sense.
Yes, exactly.
But that issue, they will put it in their mind forever and ever. That
Let
some
us-
of them
And
will
this
even
is,
tell
and
you,
this is as opposed to the counterpart behavior. Two men.
yes.
Exactly. It's not that they're behaving the same with men. No, not at all.
Some
yeah.
of them will even tell you over my dead body.
Yes.
This is the same issue that you can even see two guys dating the same girl, and when they find out they are dating the same girl, they now say,
Exactly.
the girl she's not even serious with me before.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if
Why
you think
you
you can go on with her, no
Let us
problem.
try
But for me,
to move ahead and find some solution. Now, how can we empower women who don't know? Because some women have made this their way of life as if it was normal. We want to say, because we're talking about vulnerabilities. There are a lot of women who are vulnerable. Maybe she's having troubles in her house with the husband, or maybe she having difficulties to finding a job, or maybe she just like in a bad moment.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's having those troubles makes her bitter,
Yeah.
and maybe that bitterness is what is translated into the way she speaks about other women. We want to say that a woman being down in a certain moment of your life is not. It is a common moment for everybody. We all have moments where we are down. So when you are down, think that someone might be even less than you. So keep it positive. even for yourself. The
Absolutely.
self-esteem is something that we should nurture, that we should breed, we should keep up every morning, so that I keep myself high, I should keep the other person high. So this is for what I can say about, this is the word empowerment that we want to translate to.
What I have to say, it's not something that you can just do. You can just become one day. Is this attitude is in us, we women. You understand? There's this jealousy.
Hmm.
You know, I might have not seen you before, but maybe the first time I see you, the way you dressed more than me. You can be my enemy instantly. You know, me looking at you, that's what you're putting on. I can afford it.
Yeah.
You can possibly be just instantly seeing you for the first time.
Yeah.
You understand? So this is something that is
We should fight.
we should fight it.
Yeah.
We should try all we can. I know sometimes it's not that easy, like we are saying it, but try to be positive, because you don't want them to do what you are doing to them back to you.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's nature. Do to others what you want others to do to you.
Yeah, yes,
I
You
would
have-
say
yes.
that the first step to me, first of all, is to be honest to ourselves. Why are we behaving this way?
Yes.
If we are honest to ourselves and answering that question to, like, if I see Precious, for example, and she dressed nice, and the fact that she is seemingly dressing in a way that I cannot afford, and I'm already irritated with that, I would ask myself, why do I have this irritation in the first place?
Yes. Yeah.
This is the first thing. And the other thing is also, women somehow, at least from my observation, they tend to talk a lot, opening their mouth there and there and
Therefore-
there and there. And there.
I mean,
it's
you,
like-
really, thank you,
it's
Lorraine,
like-
for that. You don't have to talk about everything.
You don't have to talk about everything to everybody. It's like,
Yeah.
let's say I invite you or let's say, I'll take the other example. You invite me in your house,
Yes.
okay? And then after we have a good time together, I just go and drop my mouth everywhere at every roundabout saying like, oh, you don't know, Regine has this in her house.
Yes.
And, she organized a party and she had to go to the bank to make a loan about that. And she's still paying for the loan because of a stupid part.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
woman, we need to stop doing
Absolutely.
this. It's like, I mean, you invited me to your house. I don't need to expose to people out there the problems or the challenges that you are encountering, because
Absolutely.
this would even fuel other people to come and bring you down again. So we need to
Absolutely,
stop
yes.
that.
Yeah,
We need to stop it.
We need to stop that,
That's
and we need to know
the-
that they
the
have
attitude-
negative consequences in our
The
lives.
attitude
Yes.
of talking did not started from today. Right in the Bible, it started.
Ah,
So, so Adam and Eve, you know what happened.
Yes.
If she has not went to talk to the serpent, I don't think it will be a problem.
Well, we cannot, I mean, okay, that is
So,
a point. That's
yeah,
a good point.
so,
But again, we are free people, we have free people, and then we can make it. We can decide not to be gossip. We can decide not to ruin someone else's life. Because,
Exactly.
yeah,
And the
it-
point
it
is, and about
Yes.
talking, what I wanted to actually
Yes.
say is, because I heard that, let's say, I don't know, somebody has done a sex tape and it's there online. Do I really need to go and repeat it to everybody else?
Yes. Yeah.
What is the point
not
of
even
that?
repeating. They
Yes.
have to share it.
Yes.
They start
Not
sharing
only
it.
repeating,
And
sharing,
you see
commenting,
it on
yes.
comment section. Please, if you have the sex tape, send it to
Send
me.
it to me,
And you
yes.
say, hey, if you want the sex tape, please add me on WhatsApp.
Or
And
you would even have some idiots,
Yes.
and I call them idiots on
Yes.
camera, so you look at me. That would say like, okay, if you like to have the sex tape of this person or whatsoever, you need to pay me like, I don't know, 150 euros.
They
Like,
really do that. People,
they do wait. The person
You
who
would be
took
surprised.
who leaked the sex tape, it was actually for money.
Yeah.
If she has agreed,
I did not know this.
If
You
she
know?
has agreed to
Yeah.
pay them the ransom they
They-
want,
they
they
wouldn't-
won't. They would maybe they would do in future, but I don't think they would have to put it online.
I
But
really- yeah.
she just felt she can't pay for nothing
She
because
gets great,
it's
you
normal.
know, yes.
She's a mature
Why
woman.
should I pay?
Why
Actually,
should-
yes. Why should I
yes,
pay? And
you
she
know.
said, I think I read that story. She said that, I mean, what I did it willingly. So
Yes.
if there is a madman who decided to put it out, that
Yes, you understand. So,
Yeah.
what are we trying to say in essence? No, apart from being celebrity, apart from being marriages and stuff like that, women in general, we should try to be
Yes.
helpful to one another.
Yeah, we know.
You can see maybe a woman, a friend of yours, come to you and tell you, "Hey, I want to do this business. How do you see it? I want to do something like this, like this, like this." so
What's
many
your
of our
view on
women
this?
out there, instead of you to put your opinion, okay, I want you to, okay, don't do it that way, do it this way. This way will be better. Instead of you being of help,
Supporting, yes,
then you'll be
exactly.
like, is that what you want to do? Is it not work that Mama Kafasha is doing? The other one that this one
But
is
it's
doing,
even
and
worse
you want
than
to do.
that. But it's even worse because let's say you give me the advice. I come to you and I say, Precious, okay, I would love to do this business and whatsoever. What are your views on that? And you will give me the views in question, and I would consider it as your opinion. So if I decide not to
do
follow
your
your opinion,
opinion.
you would take it personally.
Yes.
Now this is an example,
Yes.
but
Which
it's
happens a lot. Yes, exactly.
That is even better. Have you
Yes.
seen a situation whereby after discouraging you, I will go ahead and do it, do the business?
Exactly. You see, yes. But you still my idea.
Yes.
You say no, don't do it, and then you go and do it.
And
And
later on,
don't
when you confront me, I say, no, it's fine. No, this one I just doing it for the meantime. Not like I want to do it, but instead of me to have given you the
Yes.
advice,
This
so
is
you can
jealousy.
do
You
it.
know, this is jealousy.
This
as
is
you
jealousy,
mentioned, yes.
and
So
you
so
you
know,
that's
have to
why I
fight
when
say
you
that
we
see,
need to
when
be
you see
honest
your
with
fellow,
ourselves, deep with
Yes.
deal with the root cause.
yes,
You know.
when
And
you
then-
see a fellow woman, when you see a fellow woman, your friend, I experienced this when I came to Malta newly. I experienced this. I experienced this. Let me just say it briefly. I
Yes.
was in camp,
Mm-hmm.
the people I met there, we were together, and being a woman, you saw the person that came, she was of help to us then.
Yes.
I had nothing. And as time goes on, she find out that this same person, she was borrowing everything. I started getting, started being, trying to meet up.
Yeah.
And that was the beginning of problem. Yes.
Oh wow, no,
That
it
was the
is,
beginning of problem.
absolutely.
This is my own life story, and the person I'm talking about knows herself, even if she's watching this. That was the beginning of the problem we had, even up to date.
Oh,
She
wow.
started.
So
When I have
still-
when I get a bag, when I go, and I had someone then who was helping me. When I buy a bag, she goes to buy it
The
next
same.
week. Yes. When I buy a shoe, she goes and look for the exact shoe and buy it.
And the opposite also happens, by the way. We go to a party and I see that, Regine has dressed exactly the same as me. We fight.
Yes, you don't have to dress like me.
Why did you dress the same as me?
Yes.
So
And-
I mean, it's like,
And this thing continued because we were together. They even have to move me from the room because it was so tough.
Yes.
When I had a phone, I had what's it called, iPad, and she went to get a laptop, like because we are competing. Yes.
Yes. So she has to. It's the biggest.
Yes, you understand.
This is so.
So this is something-
It demonstrates
yes.
inferiority. It demonstrates a complex of inferiority.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
saying
Why-
it
why am
speaks
I
to me
saying-
more about you acting
Yes.
this way than me.
But
you know?
we are
Yes.
here to come up with kind of a
Solutions.
Yes, good advice to our fellow women. So this is a behavior that we really have to get removed from our lives.
Yes.
Really removed.
Yes,
It's not
Uh,
helpful.
So first of all, I would really encourage women to stop doing this because you wouldn't like people to do the same to you.
Yes.
So you wouldn't want your daughters to experience those. So please stop instilling these thoughts or these behaviors. Even though you don't
Exactly.
speak to your child, they see and they observe. Stop instilling these behaviors, those seeds, into your daughter's life or whatsoever
I
because
would-
it is not correct.
I would even insist if a fellow woman comes to you, tell you what they want, you can be of help. It's better you keep it. Just shut it.
Exactly.
Shut
Just
it instead
keep
of
your
you
mouth
killing
closed.
the dreams or telling her negative word that would not help her. Or maybe a fellow woman comes to you and tell you, hey, this is what I'm going through in my home. This is what I'm passing through. It's really a hard time.
Yeah.
This is what I and my husband is going through. Instead of you as a woman to say, okay, fine. Okay, what do we do? Do you mind if I talk to him? Do you mind if we do it like this? Do you mind calling his parents and see if they can talk to him? You will be there telling her, oh, you mean he does that to you?
Yeah.
How dare him? Like, my husband will not try it.
Yes, my good.
Well,
My
actually,
husband,
sometimes she even experiences worse
The
at
worst-
home.
maybe she's even telling you that my husband shouts at me, and your husband is beating you,
Yes.
and you're here telling her, no, it can never be possible. My husband will not dare to try that.
And which is,
And which is very far from the truth.
Yes.
Let's be truthful to ourselves. If you know you cannot
Exactly.
say the truth, keep it. Just shut it.
I mean, if
You
you
know?
know you cannot be part of the solution, don't just say
No,
anything.
don't say
Keep your
nothing.
mouth
It's
shut
better. Don't say
and keep
nothing.
your mouth shut,
Don't say
And
nothing.
whatever your fellow woman is telling you as a secret or coming to you for help, you don't need to go and repeat it to everybody unless the purpose is to help, nothing
Yes.
more. You
Yes.
know, otherwise just keep your mouth shut and lift yourselves up. It is absolutely important that we support each other. I mean, if we don't have our backs, who is going to?
Absolutely.
We rise by lifting others, they
Exactly.
say.
That
If
is
you if you as a woman you have a little like if women can come together as one, if women can start watching each other's back, you find out that we won't have a lot of problem in the
True.
community.
True.
absolutely, absolutely.
You
Actually,
understand?
this is a good point
You
to
won't
close
you
the
won't
show because
yes,
we are saying that
you won't the problem is we are not ready to watch each other's back. I want to be better than you. I don't want you to be better
we
than
can
me.
be ready.
We can
We have
the
to. We
sky
have
is
to
the sky is wide enough to
for
for
everybody. Yes.
everybody to succeed. You
And
don't have to get jealous, you don't have to be envy,
absolutely.
you don't have to be negative because someone else is better than you. It's not That's not how it goes. This life is like today I might be up, tomorrow who knows who's gonna be there.
Exactly.
You know, it's like an express road. Everyone can drive.
Yeah.
How fast you are, but we all
And
are going to
even
the same
for
destination.
those that really feel down, one thing that I can tell you that I hope would really lift you up is it's okay that you might think that your fellow woman is better than you. This is a good opportunity to learn, to learn to bring yourself up without necessarily bringing her down. No, ask her, how did you do this? How can I do this? Actually, it's a good opportunity, and you would always find people better than you. It is not possible, and it's a good thing because you can learn that way.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
like, so this is really what I would like to tell you as a conclusion of the show. Like really see your position as a way to improve, and
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lorraine. And this is thank you, Precious.
Yes.
And
That's it
yeah.
for today. We're calling it a day for today. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, and hope you learn one or two from this show. And we really appreciate if you follow us on all our social media platform. Drop your comments. If you're interested in being a guest here in Valletta, please drop a message on the comment section, and we'll get to you. Thank you, and God bless you.
And one last thing, don't forget to smash those like or loves button or whatsoever to, enhance this video and bring it up to everywhere in the world so it can go far and wide so people might also benefit from the advices that are
Yeah.
here.
Good. Good.
We hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye
Bye.
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 Bye.